Hello and welcome everyone. In this chapter, we are going to discuss a demo scenario which we will be using throughout the routing part in this CCNA itself. So let's take a scenario here. So first of all, I will take a router series here. Let's say 2811 series. I'll take a router and a second router as well is here. Now, this is what two routers we are taking, two router scenario. We'll see the three router scenario as well later on. So two routers we have. Now we will take a switches from here. So this is my switch. So I'll take a switch and another switch. And then PCs. Take PCs. So let's say some of the PCs here. Three PCs I'll take it here. Three PCs are here. After that, we will have to connect all the topology. So this is an automatic cable. Of course, yes, by using this we can connect. If you want, you can choose the individual cables as well. Like you have serial cable, you have the cross cable, you have a straight cable, you can choose it. So right now what I'm doing, I will take a particular default cable here, which will help me to connect here easily. Like this, you need to just click and connect together. Like this, connect this. See here. Now once we have connected the devices like this, we need to connect our routers together as well. Of course, to connect our routers together, we will have to go ahead and make use of the serial cable now. Of course, we have used the Ethernet cables, or you can say the LAN cable itself to connect here, but right now we will use the serial cable itself to connect your routers. So if you take the serial cable from here and try to connect, there is no port in this. See that? There is no serial ports available here. So first of all, what you will have to do is, you will have to click on this router and add the serial port here. So you can see here, I will just increase the same, zoom in. You see, this is a different slots available. To add the serial ports, you need to click on WIC2T. Can you see here? WIC2T. Click on this and then you need to switch off your router and then you need to drag and drop here. Like this you can drag and drop. See, like this you can drag and drop. Like this, let's say I have added here. Similarly, if you want, you can add more. It's completely in your hand how many you want to add. You can do it based on the available slots. So once it is added, now you need to switch on and close this. Similarly, go to this router and again here also I need to perform the same. So what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and zoom in, power off and click on WIC2T and take this and connect here. Done. Now after this, switch on. After this, you will have to go ahead and simply connect the cable now. So you will take a cable from here like this and connect here to here. Say this, your cable connection is done, and right now it has been used the serial 0 by 0 by 0 to connect with serial 0 by 0 by 0. Fine. Now we'll take a scenario here, as here we will define the IP addresses range is from this range, like 10.0.0/8. This will be our range between the routers, and here we will take the IP addresses as 192.168.1.0/24. This will be the range, and here 2.0/24. Class C networks that I am taking here as my networks. Fine. So why I have took this, basically because I need to take the IP addresses from here itself and configure the IP in this routers and the PCs as well. For example, if I take the IP addresses from this 192.168.1.0 network, for this fast Ethernet I can configure like this. Let's say 192.168.1.100 for my fast Ethernet 0 by 0 for the routers. Here I can configure the IP address as like this, 1.1 let's say, and similarly I can configure, let's say 1.2, and here 1.3. This is basically the IP addresses which I am configuring for my routers. Of course, you need to configure. Right now I'm just putting a text here like this. You need to configure. Of course, after the IP address configurations, you need to configure the default gateways. So this will be the default gateway for your PCs. Of course, yes, for all the PCs, this will be my default gateway. This IP address will become the default gateway for my all the PCs. Now similarly, when I go ahead and configure this router, it will be like this. 2 dot, let's say 100 is the IP address which I am configuring here. And after that, I need to configure the IP addresses here. Let's say like this: 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3. 2.3. And the default gateway will be again same thing, just like we did for one router. This is going to be my default gateway for the PCs. Like this, you need to configure. So first of all, you see here for this router, what is the router name? It's router 0. See that device name is here, router 0. I'll change it something to, let's say, router 1, and this I'll change it to, okay, router 1 is not allowed because router 1 is already here. So I'll change this to router 2, and this I'll change this to router 1. Done. So this is what my demo scenario which I am going to configure and take it. Okay, so that's it for this particular scenario, and in the next lecture I am going to discuss how you can go ahead and configure the IP addresses for all the interfaces and the devices as well. So thank you, see you in the next lecture.